Hello, internet friends and family. It's me, Prepper Russ, and I'm here to help you survive any ho-ho, oh-no events this year with my Prepper Christmas buying guide for 2021. Inside, I'll be including 12 of my favorite, coolest items that I use and recommend for any prepper in your life. And the great part is, they all make perfect stocking stuffers. Oh, and speaking of stocking stuffers, here's a couple ways to present your perfect presents for your prepper that my wife has used in the past to make it an extra special gift opening experience. Look, I made that. So I'll never forget when I came out on Christmas Day and I saw this giant military looking stocking hanging up, and she had like hung a bunch of gifts on it and put some in these zippers, and it was like kind of a like Where's Waldo experience, because I was looking all over trying to find all the cool stuff. Back's boring, who cares? And I like it that she also bought these little like Velcro, badges and stuff to put on it that was like, really cool. And the Bigfoots, I love Bigfoot too. But then I also got this wrapping paper, and then you can put it on stuff, and it has all these cool little prepper things on it, like binoculars, a bug out bag, knife, compass, and all that. And I was like, that's pretty cool, wrapping paper for a prepper. And then I kind of made this myself. I was like, a cool little bow would be like twine, or you could even use paracord. And I'm sure if you got a prepper in your life, you know what paracord is, right? That's all they talk about. But yeah, those are just a couple ideas for wrapping your gifts. Yeah, that's fine, Prepper Russ. But I want to see the stuff. And I couldn't agree more. So let's begin Prepper Russ's 12 Days of Prepping. And don't forget, I put links to everything in the description below. Let's go! On the 12th day of prepping, my true love gave to me the tiniest baby lighter in the world. Oh my god, I love this thing. Look at it, it fits on your keychain. Do you see how tiny it is? It's smaller than my fingernail. And here's the great thing, is like, it's like a Zippo. Hold on, I'll make it. Look at that! Isn't that beautiful? One of the best parts about it is you can set it down and it just stays lit. And you can do a lot of little things with the little tiny lighter that you can have on you, right? And this thing actually burns for a long time for as super tiny as it is. And it's easy to blow out, too. On the 11th day of prepping, my true love gave to me a Multitool. Look at this thing. Oh, wow, I like it a lot. I use it so much. This thing comes out, it's pliers. It also has wire cutters on it, see those? And then it's got every kind of screwdriver size you would ever want. Small, medium, and big medium, and large, and it even has a little tiny drill on it somewhere. I forget where it's at. You can measure with it, inches and centimeters. But it's cool too because it can fit on a keychain. Wait, where's my keychain? I just had it. And all you do is just snap it on. Snap and lock. It's made out of hardened steel. Love it! Whoopee! On the 10th day of prepping, my true love gave to me a headlamp. Oh, well, preppers love their flashlights. We cannot have enough. But I don't want you to give them a crappy little pocket light. I want you to give them something that's actually really cool. And the reason I like this headlamp is, number one, it's tiny, it's rechargeable, the battery's in it, and there's no weird battery packs on the back. But it's a broad-based light. I'll turn it on. So that's on. super on, and that's the mode we like, because like you wear it and it's a broad base so you can see a lot of stuff in front of you, and then off. It doesn't have any other thing but on and super on. Hold on, I'll take it outside and show you real quick. Here's my headlamp on number 1. Not too bad. The thing I love about it is like it's made for close-up work. Here it is on like number 2. Oh, it's so bright. Like, it's made for close-up work, but it's extending all the way past me. Like, oh my God, 50 feet? Maybe? On the 9th day of prepping, my true love get to me a little tiny radio. You always got to be connected with the outside world. This has AM, FM. It also plays MP3s with the little tiny card you put in there, headphone jack, all the great things. And then it extends out to get better radio reception. I love this thing. It gets really loud and bassy for as tiny it is. You could party in a room with this thing. Hold on. Let me crank the volume.
It ain't your fault, boy. Not even gonna make a sound.
Oh, it sounds great for as small it is. I'll kick it over to MP3. Takes a second. Heck yeah! Hank Williams, baby! On the 8th day of prepping, mature look at to me, a hand warmer that's also a battery bank. All right, so let's talk about hand warmers for a second. You want your hands to be warm, right? You don't want them to be like cold. So I bought those little packet things, hot pockets, I forget what they're called. They suck. I didn't like them. So then I bought a hand warmer, and I didn't like that one either because it didn't have enough power. This one does. This thing heats up in about 30 seconds. And when you first grab it, oh my God, it's like scalding hot. But I will tell you one thing. This is one of the best hand warmers ever. That as soon as you grab it, you're like, oh, it feels great. And then you get about 30 seconds of great heat, and then it kind of goes away, but it comes right back within like 10 seconds. So this is the best I could find, and I use it. But once again, it can charge your cell phone and everything because it's a battery bank. On the 7th day, prepping, my true get to me, shoe spikes. Oh yeah, these are gonna really help you in the winter. And these are like rubberized and they fit on your shoe. You just stretch them over your shoe and they got all these lovely like metal spikes on them to help you walk on the ice and snow and everything and save your life, right? Like these are like my favorite. I wear them all the time in the winter. Not when I'm inside because they will tear up your floor. Trust me, I did it once. My wife got really mad. Make sure you put them on when you're outside. But they come in a pair, right? One for each foot. On the 6th day, Christmas. I think we're on 6. I'm getting lost. Getting to me a slingshot, a hunting slingshot, a professional slingshot. Not a kid's toy, but kids can use it too. And this is my favorite brand. It's called Simple Shot. I love it because they're really small and they're made out of like hard industrial plastics and stuff. And like they come with like a lot of cool accoutrements, but their bands are really awesome. But all right, what's a slingshot? So you're like, well, my guy's already got guns and stuff, but I'm a gun owner too, and I love guns, but it's also another hunting weapon. You can kill rabbits and squirrels and maybe even a fish with it, right? And it's also a little bit self-defense if you need it to be. Like you could load it up with a rock. I use chrome like steel balls on it if I'm hunting with it. But it's kind of fun to learn a new skill set. And slingshot hunting has been around for at least a couple hundred years, if not 5,000. I don't know. On the 5th day of prepping, mature get to me, a mini microscope that could be hang on your keychain. So This thing does 20 times magnification. You're not really going to be able to see it the way I'm demonstrating it, but oh yeah, you kind of can. The cool thing is like it has lights on it too, so it's kind of a mini flashlight. It lights it up so you can actually get, you know, even more sharper. And then it has like 2 modes of lighting. I'll turn that off for a second. And then you can like dial in the magnification with that, right? And so there's so many uses to this thing. I think one of the best uses is you can look at little tiny bug bites on your finger or something and determine if it's like a bee sting, if it's a spider or stuff. And you can also use it to like zoom in to pull out a bee sting, or you could zoom in to pull out like a fishing hook that's stuck in your skin. Or maybe, you know, something like a thorn, too. And really dig in there with a pair of tweezers and really, you know, guide you for, like, that kind of stuff. But it also has this, like, secondary thing that it has a UV light on it. You see it right there. It says UV. So I'm going to turn off the light for a second and show you, demonstrate the UV. And it actually illuminates like money. All right, you see all these little numbers right here? Hold on, let me turn the light on. You don't see all those little numbers, right? When you're just looking at money. But if I turn the light off and hit it with a UV light, you're like, oh my God, that's how they use things. They're like little ones and zeros, I think, right? So here's another thing I like to use it for. I'm kind of I collect gemstones and stuff. Like, look at this. This is a Ooper light, which is a rock that's found like around Michigan. Look at that. It's like glowing and stuff. It makes like things that have iridescent things in it like glow. Oh, isn't that fun? On the 4th day of prepping, much your love gave to me a ham radio. Alright, so this is the cheapest, smallest handheld ham radio you can get. And like, it also does FM, AM, and some other channels. And I'm not really gonna get too much into this, but I love this thing. It allows you to communicate on the ham radio waves and a lot of other things, but it's so cheap. And it's like, hold on. There's people talking on it right now, right? So this is a different way of communication.
Anybody else here? This is Net Control WAZND. Take one more standby for anybody that's trying to check into the net.
See, the people still communicate on things that are like, oh my God, shut up. How do I turn you off? Oh, I remember that way. Your prepper will love it. So amazing of a gift. Communication. And there's not enough communication in this world. On the 3rd day of prepping, my true love gave to me a mini flashlight that is better than your cell phone, better than any other light for its size, and hangs on your keychain. Like, this is another flashlight. Remember I told you earlier, preppers love flashlights. Almost like they love their guns and knives. So this one is like super duper bright, right? And don't worry, I'll show you in a second how bright it is outside. But it also does flashing for I need help. I need help. Here's what it looks like outside. This is low setting. And here's high. Oh my God, this little tiny flashlight is blasting everything around me. Look at this. It's so tiny, and it's like lighting the trees. It's lighting 50 foot away from me. What an amazing flashlight. On the 2nd day of prepping, my true love gave to me a way to jumpstart my car battery if I'm like, my battery has died, right? So I really like this thing. I've actually used it a couple times, right? So it's a battery bank, but the beautiful thing about it is it comes with this accessory where you plug it into, there's a port here. I'll show you in a minute. But it has like the jump starter cables that actually go onto your car battery. But here's some other beautiful things about this is it has a light on it. I really don't care about that, but you could also charge your phone with it and other things. So the way this thing works is, number one, lift your hood on your car, find your battery. So here's my battery. You see this giant red thing, and that tells you that's the positive terminal, and then here's the negative terminal because it has black wires on it. It goes in snug, right? And it's got two terminals on it, right? Red and black. And don't forget, red goes to red, black goes to black. There, they're both attached, right? And then all you gotta do is go into your car and turn the key, and it's gonna jump start it. Yay! Isn't that amazing? On the last day of prepping, my true love gave to me a really cool knife. Like, look at the blade size on this, and it's a Cold Steel is the company. Now, they discontinued this knife, but they have one that's very similar, and it's the best knife in the world. You can like chop wood with it, you could like self-defense with it, but like it's almost like a battle axe, and anyone you give this to is going to be like, thank you for this. And here's the great thing about these knives, they're really cheap. So we just went through the 12 days of prepping items, but I kind of feel like no stocking is finished without some food for your prepper. So I bought these things on Amazon. I've never had them, but I'm gonna try a few of them, and they're like beef jerky. So we got wild boar, beef and ostrich, elk, beef, alligator, venison, kangaroo, and beef buffalo and beef buffalo. Yeah, just cut the top and eat it. This is elk. Right off the bat, tender and juicy and a lot of flavor. I kind of like that, like when you cut the tip off, you can just shove it up like a popsicle. This is alligator. Oh, it's kind of sweet and heat. Oh, this is good. Venison. It's a little more chewy. It's good. It's good. Could use some more spices. Wild boar. Oh. Oh, that's good. It tastes like sausage. Might be my favorite so far. Kangaroo meat for the first time. It's good. My mouth keeps hopping. No, I'm kidding. So I went through the grueling process of linking to each and every item in the description below. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and no ho-ho-oh-nos for you. I'm Prepper Russ. I guess.